So this is our 55-gallon barrel. It's going to be our reservoir. That's going to be what holds our water, and it's going to be what dumps into our bed. We're going to drill a hole in it, and that's where we're going to build our bell siphon, which will act as a timer in order to flood the bed. So we're going to be using an ebb and flow system. And we also have some of our plants here, and we've got our guard dog to make sure that no one steals our fish or our plants. We've got our 330 here. I took a reciprocating saw and cut this off. Then we flipped it over and twisted it. So this is going to be where we put our rocks in our bed, and this is where we're going to have the fish. Right now, Vaughn is working on our stand because we don't really think this is going to hold it up too well. So we're going to build a stand to hold this, and then also a stand to hold the reservoir. So that's where we're at right now. So we're going to start flushing this out, make sure it's nice and clean, and then get to work on our bell siphon. Okay, so we've built our frame. As you can see, we have our supports. We have a cross beam. We've got the back built, and it's a little bit wobbly. We're not experts, we're not structural engineers, and it's not very pretty, but it's doing the job. Utility comes first. We've also filled up our bed with the gravel. We put some bigger rocks down bottom to hopefully allow the water to drain better. We've got a drain here, and I did a couple small ones right here, but just put a little netting over it. The biggest pain was getting the gravel clean, because we bought bags of gravel from Lowe's, and it's really dirty. And so in order to keep your water from getting dirty, we basically had to rinse it all. So we started doing the whole rinse thing where we drilled holes in the bottom of a bucket and tried rinsing it out, and that was ridiculous. So what we did was we made our own little thingy here, strainer, to rinse it. So we took like netting that goes over like pipes or holes and stapled it to a couple of 2x4s, and that way we were able to fill it up with rocks and rinse it out, and that got the mud off a whole lot better and a whole lot faster than doing it a bucket at a time, because that was kind of ridiculous. So now what you'll also notice is that we've got a barrel up here, and what I'll show you here is we're going to be using a bell siphon. If you come around here, I'll show you the inside. We took a reciprocating saw and sawed off the top. We also we took a reciprocating saw and took the top off, and then we put the 1-inch PVC pipe in there. We're going to use a bell siphon method to flood our bed, and so our 2-inch pipe's going to go over the top of that, and that's what's going to be used to do it. Pedro here has the bottom of it, and that's going to go on top, and it will go over the 1-inch pipe like so. And then once it floods, it'll pull all the water out of the barrel and dump it into the bed. And if you don't know what a bell siphon is, you can look it up on YouTube. So here's my final setup. I've got the reservoir down at the bottom for the fish, my grow bed, and then my barrel up top. I redid my barrel up top because I had a barrel that had a O-ring top. You can see right here, this goes down to my pump. It's down in the bottom. It goes all the way up to the barrel up top, and that's where my bell siphon is. So you can see my water is pretty green right now, but that's actually really healthy for the fish. Right now I just have goldfish in there. I don't think you can see them really, but they're nice and happy. And but yeah, it's going really well so far, and got my plants growing. They're doing really well. I've got, these are green beans, squash, cucumber, basil, tomato, asparagus, lettuce, bell pepper, jalapeno. So we'll see what happens with that, and I'm going to be ordering some tilapia here pretty soon, I think. Try to make some tilapia live.